Telkom GEW Hack. If you don't have the Wi-Fi, who's not connected? All right, right there by the entrance, there's a Wi-Fi password. Please get yourself connected so we can have a grand weekend. So there's a Wi-Fi there. Just make sure you are plugged in as well. All right. So yeah, we're finally here. I'm really excited about this weekend because it's been a while since I've seen most of you guys. Been seeing you guys online. Some of you had gained weight online. Some of you just never wanted to show your faces. But it's great that we're finally here and we get to meet again. Just maybe a show of hands. Who's from outside Gauteng? Don't be shy, guys. Put those hands up. Can you give them a hands of applause, guys? All right, welcome to everybody outside Gauteng. Who's from Pretoria? Camp City, what up? Who's from Joburg? All right, who's from somewhere else besides where I mentioned? All right, East Rand. All right, Mpumalanga. All right, cool. Awesome. So yeah, we're just getting started now. And as part of starting, just want to maybe give a little bit of house rules as well. So, ladies, there's a bathroom down there. If you need to use it, the ladies' room there. Gents, there is one just behind this door here. If you want to go that side. And as I said, let's just be mindful and respectful when there's a presenter up on stage. Right, let's just give them a chance to speak, give them a chance to have their say. Share as much as you can on social media in terms of how you guys are feeling, the content that you're coming across, so the rest of the people can kill them with FOMO, right? I've been seeing some people cry already. Let's just make them cry harder. Cool, so just to kick off, I'd just like to welcome on stage Mr. Kazito, who's the executive head of 22 on Sloan. He's just going to come and welcome us and just do the opening for us. So, Mr. Kazito, please come through.
Of the Telkom team and BCX team that are here, thank you very much for the support. And I also want to welcome a good friend of Sloan, Nyeleti, who's been with Sloan and Jen for the past few years. So thank you very much for coming to us. But also I want to welcome you, the startups, the entrepreneurs that are here today. We received, make sure you can help me here, I don't know, the applications we received, the individuals, how many? Yeah, 260, and that is just the individuals, and the teams we received was also around over 100. And we struggled really to choose who to participate in this. And I think it was a tough choice that Gig Culture and our team had to make. But we now ended up with 40 teams. I think we wanted to have 20 teams, but now we are forced to do 40 because we had over 100 teams apply. So this is an opportunity for you, but it's also an opportunity for us to see areas where we can collaborate, to see areas where we can work together to be able to create, to be able to solve certain challenges, but also most importantly, create opportunities that were not there. And it's important to mention that we are doing this during this week because it's a very important week in the calendar, in the entrepreneurship ecosystem. The Global Entrepreneurship Week is happening in over 200 countries this week. Over 40,000 events are taking place around the world this week. And this is a big opportunity for us also at Sloan to be doing something in the ecosystem. We also want to thank the GEN, Global Entrepreneurship Network. Our role as Sloan, the marriage between Sloan and GEN, started way back, where we now run GEN's operation in Africa. And what we are hoping to do also post this is to see the solutions you're building, how can it solve the challenges here, but also how can it solve the challenges outside of South Africa, across the continent. So I will start by saying thank you to the team that made this possible, the Geek Culture team, the 21 Sloan team, our COO, our Executive of Strategy, and the events team and everyone that made this possible. And thank you, and I hope that the next 48 hours will be magical, and I wish you all the best. And like I said, we're hoping that after this, the journey begins with you, because this is not a hackathon we just want to do for the fun of it. It's a commercial project. So we're here to really put our heads together and put our heads together and ensure that this thing scales, or we commercialize it and then we scale it and be proud of it tomorrow. So I wish you all the best the next 48 hours. I will also be here. And if you need anything, you can just ask us. Thank you very much.
Warm welcome, Kazito. Next up, we just want to get a word of thanks. Also, just a bit of welcome as well from Telkom Future Makers, and that will be done by Ms. Mateva Zobo. I hope I pronounce it right. Right, she's the Executive Enterprise and Supply Development of Telkom Future Makers, and she'll just be.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's good to see all of you. Good evening to my fellow colleagues from Telkom. Good evening to members of the media that are joining us on different dates, and the Department of Small Business that will join us virtually as well. It is Global Entrepreneurship Week. And actually, when I think about this hackathon, I think about Mahatma Gandhi, actually in 1929, hosted the very first hackathon. And what he was aiming to do was to create a machine that would turn raw cotton into yarn. And so he ran a design competition and got a lot of engineers, and off they hacked. And the whole idea was that he would transform the Indian textile industry. And that's obviously true to Gandhi's style in terms of a revolution. And so hackathons over the years have evolved, and they've mainly aimed to solve corporate problems, corporate challenges, in partnership with engineers, with technologists such as yourself, with entrepreneurs, with startups. And fast forward to 2021, in the middle of a pandemic, here we are, also concurrently being disrupted by the fourth industrial revolution. And we find ourselves in a situation where we have different capabilities, but also different challenges. And there's no one corporate that has an answer for this. No one organization can actually solve some of the challenges that we are facing as a global citizenry. And so that's why for us as Telkom, it is quite important that we look to the ecosystem, the entrepreneurial ecosystem, the innovation ecosystem to solve some of these challenges that ultimately impact our own customers, impact our nation, our children, and future generations. And You know, you think about technology. Technology has brought about so much prosperity, right? So it's brought about productivity and so many different things. But at the same time, the world remains unequal. So there's still poverty, and things like access to education, access to financial services still remain really for the limited few. And that's one of the themes for this weekend's hackathon. So I look forward to seeing your creativity unleashed and your problem-solving capabilities unleashed as well. So for us as telecom feature makers, we are passionate about entrepreneurs because we believe that they are the future problem solvers. So with all these challenges, we actually believe that the answers lie with you. And over the years, we've worked with a whole lot of entrepreneurs, about 2,500 entrepreneurs who've created over 27,000 economic employment opportunities for individuals directly and indirectly. And we've done this through partnerships such as these with 22 and Sloan. We've done this through our open supply chains. We've done this through our fund management partners, IDF Capital, and so many different partners, including our Township Innovation Incubator. And tonight and this weekend and the next 48 hours is an opportunity for us to also journey with you and partner with you in solving some of the challenges that we are most passionate about. So all I want to say to you is the 48 hours begin tonight. I hope you will be on coffee and creativity, and I hope that you'll be really thinking deeply about some of the challenges presented before us, because come Sunday, we look forward to seeing what you're going to be producing, and we look forward to just, seeing your creativity at best. So good luck and happy Global Entrepreneurship Week. Thank you.
So I'm just going through Twitter, and I just want to check ISS Dog. Is the ISS Dog here? What's up, bro? You good, man? Yeah. So he just tweeted that, let's go. My man, please just grab yourself a Red Bull there at the back. So you can grab some wings as well. Yeah, so you can go grab yourself a Red Bull at the back. All right, just maybe for a show of hands, who is attending a hackathon for the first time? Okay, you guys are a bit shy with the hands. Don't be shy with the hands, guys. Just raise them up. All right, cool. Welcome, guys. So a lot of things happen at a hackathon. I just want to tell you, I've been looking forward to doing this for almost 2 years. So what we do is the first person to sleep, right? I'm apologizing in advance. The first person to sleep, we take a photo of you and we put it up on social media. Right, so whoever just sleeps first, we'll be just scanning out who's that person, and then we'll plug you on social media just to share and put it in the archives as well. Right. So next up, we're gonna have a session where it's gonna be hack your way to the top. Right. So this involves Mr. Stumon Damini, who's the Deputy Minister of the Department of Small Business Development. Right. Unfortunately, he's not here with us directly. But we're gonna just play a video that he recorded as a message to you guys. So if we're ready, we'll play the video. Still got more Red Bulls at the back. For anyone who's tweeting and sharing stuff. Maybe if you just take this up. Oh, by the way, when you enter that side, there's a blue banner. Wall banner almost like this, but a blue one. Next to it is a frame, so you can actually take the frame and hold it, and we can take snaps of you as well. So you can do that if you want. Alright, so we're just gonna play the video now. And as you can see, there's two mics, this side and that side. Right, so if anyone has a particular question, please do stand up been a while, eh? Yeah, it's been a while, but we'll get there. As mentioned earlier on, if you want music played for you, so we're gonna be playing music over throughout the weekend, right? Some of the music might not be your taste, your kind of music, but you can use the hashtag GKHack. You can use the hashtag GK playlist, and then we'll track it and we'll be able to play the song that you requested. So that's just a way to balance the type of music that's going to be played. So GK playlist, right, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can just recommend your song that you want. There's no restriction as many as you want. You can even put it on Slack as well, and then we'll just play the songs for you.
Good evening, colleagues. I wish to acknowledge the presence of the distinguished guests here tonight. Telkom Executive Ms. Matebe Zobo and other senior executives, but more especially the entrepreneurs themselves that held up or that help up all these ideas into reality. As we celebrate the Global Entrepreneurship Week, we are reminded that as a country, we need to aggressively push beyond our limitations and embrace entrepreneurship development, a matter which is crucial for economic and social development. Robust entrepreneurship and SMME development are not just concepts for driving economic prosperity, but contribute largely to progress that is economically and socially inclusive by reducing unemployment, poverty, and social exclusion, particularly amongst disadvantaged and vulnerable groups. Needless to say, entrepreneurship and innovation play a significant role in contributing to economic prosperity and to social cohesion. Indeed, these two goals are intricately linked and therefore cannot be separated if government must deliver on the increased well-being of its people. With that said, the main considerations underpinning the shift towards an entrepreneurial economy are worth noting. This is precisely the reason why advancement of entrepreneurship broadly should be well thought out as the most important factor for successfully addressing the challenges we are currently facing as a country. It is further important to note that sustained economic development requires diversification where new and small enterprises are regarded as critical components to growth. South Africa continues to record a low entrepreneurial culture despite a high unemployment rate. The situation is a cause for concern. This is when compared to other emerging markets where high unemployment has resulted in the heightened entrepreneurial entrepreneurial activity. There was a small increase in total in total amount of early stage entrepreneurial activity in the country between 2016 and 2017. In 2019, however, there was no real increase from 2017 at only 10.8%. This T rate was below the average of 12.1 for the African region in 2019. South Africa's business exit rate decreased from 6.0% in 2017 to 4.9% in 2019. What is more concerning is that it still is higher than the established business rate of 3.5%. which means the country needs to do more in stimulating economic activities in the country. We also acknowledge that COVID-19 pandemic has affected the economy, especially the SMMEs, in several ways on both the supply and demand sides. For instance, more SMEs, more severe drops in capacity utilization, loss of demand and revenue for SMMEs severely impacted, which in turn has negatively affected the ability of business to function and heightened uncertainty. The IMF 2020 Economic Outlook update projected a decline in global GDP by 4.9% in 2020, followed by a partial recovery with growth of 5.4% in 2021. It is also said reality that evidence of the COVID-19 crisis impacts on the SMMEs from business surveys indicated severe disruptions and concerns among small businesses. Trade unions' recent research on the SMME market suggested that nearly 8 out of every 10 South African small businesses, which is 78%, had seen a significant decrease in their business revenues since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, with only 18% confident they would survive. At the time of only 9% SMEs were operating as normal, and less than 1% of businesses were thriving, raising fears that many would be unable to fulfill critical payment obligations in the coming months. Given the specific circumstances, SMMEs are currently facing government have put themselves, or they've put measures in place to support them. South Africa's SMEs sector has a significant role to play in kickstarting the country's economic growth and minimizing the necessary effects of COVID-19. From a South African perspective, COVID-19 has pushed the country to build a new economy which will focus on, among other things, high growth industries that are driven by technology, promoting competition and liberalizing the electricity market to include renewable energy sources, according to the Economic Reconstruction and Recovery Plan 2020. Policies to rebuild both in the short and long term entail strengthening growing industries and putting in place very targeted measures to help reignite growth. Our country will invest more in building technical capacities in growing sectors, pushing more towards a SMME resilient sector, resetting for a more sustainable future during the recovery. The country will focus on promoting a conducive entrepreneurship culture and framework conditions, such as addressing and reducing regulatory barriers, fostering positive attitudes in society to business, startups, and growth enterprises, including through educating and training, inculcating entrepreneurial culture and mindset in schools, tackling financial gaps affecting a new and small firm, such as in the early stages of innovation or in the social economy sector. The department has demonstrated the promotion of entrepreneurship as critical and central to restoring the economy by designing support for measures targeted for youth startups. The intervention is intended to increase capacity to access economic opportunities and enhance their competitiveness by supporting access to finance for youth-owned startups and enterprises, improving their overall survival rates. Through these measures, the department bears testimony to the fact that continually responds, recover, and redesign programs in more capable and scalable and meaningful ways. It is important to note that the Economic Reconstruction and Recovery Plan unveiled by the President in October 2020 continues to be key to all our efforts to assist the country's recovery from the devastating effects of COVID-19. The department has initiated various programs in support of SMMEs towards economic recovery. These include: one, through our incubation and digital hubs, it is imperative to place digital and innovative business at the core of the post-COVID recovery and focus on how digital technologies can be used to drive recovery. Two, the department recognizes that a different approach that is needed to develop entrepreneurship in South Africa and in many other developing countries. Our approach is therefore not only to focus building on the desires of the aspiring entrepreneurs, but also equipping them with necessary capacity, ensure that they can indeed pursue and succeed in entrepreneurship. The third one is access to finance. It's one of the most urgent felt needs for small enterprises during economic recovery period. These cash flow challenges are diverting small enterprises from financing their operations and accessing new businesses contracts that acquire an upfront working capital. According to the inaugural South Africa SMME Access to Finance report, the prevailing credit gap is estimated to be ranging from 86 billion and 346 billion. The fourth one is the limited resources at the disposal of government implies that the aspirant SMMEs and cooperatives, both new and existing, find it challenging to access financial support, more especially startup capital. Cabinet, through the medium-term strategic framework 2019 and 2024, has approved that the Department of Small Business Development develop the SMMEs and cooperatives funding policy. The policy is aimed at strengthening the provision of development finance towards the SME sector, with a view to improve access to finance for SMMEs. The SMMEs and cooperatives funding policy seek to implement Pillar 2, extending access to finalized services for SMMEs, aligned to National Treasury's financial inclusion policy, which is linked to Pillar 3. The NISET master plan is structured as an outcome-based strategy to help coordinate the many actors invested in small enterprises, support and development. The National Integrated Small Enterprises Development Master Plan is about increasing the participation of informal, macro and small enterprises in the formal economy, as well as enabling the already formal, macro, small and medium-sized enterprises to grow. At the core, This master plan represents a national strategy to coordinate government efforts in partnership with private sector. 67 CEOs by building a supportive ecosystem for SMMEs to thrive and grow. More small enterprises productively contributing to GDP, significant increase of formal employment by SMMEs, intensifying formation and sustainability of SMMEs to support transformation, the raising of the productivity and competitiveness of SMMEs. The seventh point, in realizing the objectives of the SMMEs and cooperatives funding policy, the department has designed various support instruments such as the Business Viability Program, which aims to assist with business turnaround. Another program to support youth business aimed at increasing the capacity of youth startups to access economic opportunities and address the challenge of youth unemployment through prioritizing the support and stimulation of innovative youth-owned enterprises. If there was time, I would repeat this point 1,000 times so that there is an emphasis. The Township and Rural Entrepreneurship Program is a program dedicated to transform and integrate opportunities in townships and rural areas into productive business ventures. Government is not the proximate cause of growth, but where government invests in accelerating business and development, private sector tends to follow. Thus, government is a key enabler to greater growth, facilitating a clear role to crowd in the private sector into investment. As I conclude, with entrepreneurial activities responding to market forces, therefore, stable, honest, and effective government is critical in long run. Sustained growth enables and is essential for social service delivery that people care about. Poverty reduction, transformation, productive employment, quality education, health, and the opportunity to be enterprisingly creative through conditions, targeted partnership, the development of both within government and with the private sector, we shall ensure that greater prosperity exists. With these few words, indeed, we are very happy that there's been ears that have been listening. I thank you very much.
For that, I just want to give this Lebu from who's a consultant. Lebu, can you please stand? There she is. All right, so Lebu will be coming through to you guys, and just to get you guys to sign a particular document now and again. So just be mindful of her when she comes. She'll explain what is it for, so you are aware of it, right? So the Lebu there, she'll come through and she'll just give you guys a more breakdown of what that's about. Right, so we have people that are taking part virtually, that are from different parts of the country, and they're also watching through the stream. So it's not just these teams that are here, there are other teams that are also taking part throughout the country. Last time I checked, we had run about, I think, 46 teams that are taking part in the hackathon. So that's actually a great number. It means that we have a nice pool of solutions. Now, as you guys know, if you don't know, all right, so there's 1.2 up for grabs, right? Each sector has 200K up for grabs. right? So we're now just going to go into the different sectors, the different challenges, just as a reminder of the different sectors. Maybe just from a show of hands, who's in EdTech? Who's in FinTech? Who's in OTT? Who's in ISS? All right. Who's in gaming? All right. And then who's in smart homes? All right. Awesome. So these are the different sectors that we'll be addressing. But I'll just like to welcome my colleague, Mr. Stembiso, to please come through to the stage just so that we can start unpacking the different challenges for you guys. All right, so as mentioned, there are the two mics there. This would be a great time. Maybe you might need some clarity on anything. Please just go to the mic when the time comes and ask those particular questions.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mr. Stembiso, apparently. It's good to see such a good gender mix, I must say. So to all the ladies that decided to join us today, kudos to you. Oh, and the guys as well, of course. So what we want to do now is to just kind of like give you a refresher again in terms of the challenges. Okay, yeah. So in terms of the challenges as well as the solutions, but we'll focus more on clarity around the actual solutions. So those in ed tech sector, so the challenge there is actual access to educational content, quality educational content, and web access obviously being key, especially for low-income households, whereby also high-speed internet may be an issue and so on. So in terms of then the solution that we're looking for, so we're looking for a solution that can actually allow for easy creation of educational digital content, maybe by educators who may not necessarily be coders. So it should be something that is light on code. And at the same time also, if possible, we would like to have content that does not necessarily require, your sort of high-speed internet and so on in terms of, accessibility. So you guys will have to figure out how that would work. Maybe it's content that can be accessed offline, stored somewhere somehow. We don't know. Then on the fintech sector problem, so again, you know about the problem. There is a service provider, financial service provider, that is having issues in terms of the clients actually adopting the online solutions, right? So if then the problem is around adoption, there could be quite a few underlying problems. It could be maybe tech literacy. It could be that maybe that particular app is not necessarily user-friendly, if it's an app or if it's a site. It might be quite a number of things. So in terms of then the solution that we are looking for, we're looking for a solution that allows for the ease of use, taking into account low literacy levels, and then also convenience. It saves time, and it should also have an innovative and effective support mechanism, because obviously, I don't know, this could just be me personally. I still prefer to be assisted by an actual human being on the other side. But we know that this is not the most efficient way of dealing, especially with the products whereby it's high volume products and it's a lot of clients. And hence, then there are other solutions out there. People use bots, but let me tell you, I've chatted to some really dumb bots in my time. There is this other one, it couldn't even spell my name right, and it says, "Good morning, can I help you?" Meantime, it's Wednesday evening. So we're looking for a solution whereby if there is going to be support, it needs to be innovative and effective. It should be seamless, as if I'm actually chatting to an actual, human being. So that's the kind of a solution we're looking for. Gaming. Now, with the problem currently with gaming in South Africa, I guess it's also again barriers to access. You still need like your high-end machine, and you still also need high-speed internet. And also in terms of just participating in these games, in terms of the sort of reward mechanisms or reward systems that you get in these games, for some of the people, they look at it and maybe they think it's not really worth their while. So we're looking for a creative solution here that can actually entice people to engage more, but at the same time make it more easy for even a typical person like myself that owns a Dell laptop, I don't know, maybe to be able to connect and play those kind of games. So again, on the solution is build a solution that allows for low cost access to esports, and that also increases rewards in terms of the participants. And yeah, so it should deal with the barriers to access. The next one, over the top media, we're talking streaming, we're talking Amazon, Disney, and all of that. And the problem here obviously is that the competition is quite high. And in terms of a competitive advantage, looking now at a solution, so this incumbent which is in this space is actually looking for a solution that can actually help them to have a competitive advantage in this space. May it be a platform that acts, maybe if you go to the solution, may it be a platform maybe that acts as a market aggregator in terms of, you've got content developers on this other side, and then you've got people who are actually seeking to actually take that content and turn it into a product. How can you actually make sure that that particular value chain operates seamlessly? So just to make sure that, at least in terms of content creation, there isn't really a barrier. But at the same time, you want a solution that transcends borders. So it shouldn't be like, if it's a South African thing, then it's only, South African content developed by people in South Africa and then being utilized for, the audience in South Africa. You need to be able to have a solution that is more like a global sort of market aggregator that also allows, obviously, for the leveraging of local content and local infrastructure. So again, the next one, so internet software solutions. So this one really, it's more about market intelligence. So there could be various solutions and services that people use on a daily basis, but it becomes really difficult to kind of like, if we are a provider of internet services and maybe sort of related products, to get a concise sort of view of the users in terms of the user profile, in terms of what users are actually kind of like always looking for, and can they find it or can they not find it, where is the gap? So it's more like a sort of data gathering, sort of market intelligence play. So you'll have to kind of like figure out how that is going to be done if you go to the solution, whether that takes in a form of some form of a search engine. I don't know, you guys are the experts in this field, but that is really what this client is looking for. And then on the next one, smart homes again. So this particular corporate obviously already provides fiber and LTE, but then what they are looking for is also to integrate more sort of smart home services and products that actually complement the use of fiber and LTE. Once again, you guys, you can really go to town in terms of your creativity. I don't know, maybe a solution that allows me to cook dinner while I'm still here at work, I don't know, whatever that is. But I think the key thing here really is we're looking for breakthrough type of solutions as opposed to just incremental. So you really have to get your creative juices going. You've got to be in your element. Whatever it is that gets you in the zone, may it be wearing your socks over your head or, I don't know, swallowing a couple of toothpicks every 2 hours, whatever that is, we really need you at your best in terms of creativity. And then the next one, is this the last one? Okay, so in terms of the solution again, so here the scope is really wide, really, because it could be any services or products that actually leverage the use of fiber and LTE, but at the same time taking into account all the income brackets in terms of low, medium, and high income households, so an inclusive solution. And I think that is it.
Six different challenges. Do you want to take?
Okay, so these, I don't think that people will be able to read this, but in terms of then the level of the solution that we are actually expecting by the end of the hackathon, it needs to be at technology readiness level 3, which means that by that time you would have actually defined the concept, which is this, I cannot read. Anyways, so you will then formulate a solution and then have proof of concept. This is in 48 hours, right? So you define the concept, you formulate the solution, and then you have proof of concept. So the winning team then will get a prize of 100,000 for that, with obviously an additional reward provided they're able to advance this solution at a later stage after the hackathon from technology readiness level 3 to technology readiness level 9, the next slide rather. Doing that successfully then will unlock an additional 100,000, which then will be used towards further developing and taking the product into market.
All right, so to come to this part, you will then obviously need to document in terms of what plan do you have in place to move your idea from what you did during the hackathon, from TLR number 4 all the way to number 9. So you will have some time to go back and then document that part, document the process. What is some of the things that you'll be doing, and then that's when you'll start being able to unlock the other 100K. Right. This is a good time for questions. If there are any questions, there are mics on the sides. Please do step up.
I hope not.
If someone else wants to ask, you can just go to the other mic in the meantime. Run locally. Right, for this particular hackathon, it can run locally, but then obviously going forward, if you make it through if you win, you obviously need to demonstrate how are you going to be able to take it to the next level. Any other questions? Guys, this is a good time to ask the questions. Or everybody's clear?
I just want to ask in the fintech problem, since it's attached to a certain digital wallet service, do we sort of black box that wallet part and just focus on the funeral cover part, or should we can even build like a whole new wallet?
You can plug onto it, build a whole new one. But it's also very important just be mindful of the scope as well. I mean, the time that you allocated. But you can. So the other thing we don't want to restrict too much is your form of creativity, right? What is also going to be critical is to have a look at the judging criteria. That will also help, in guiding you guys in terms of what are the major things you should definitely focus on.
Thank you.
Guys, if you want to ask a question, no need to put up your hand. Please just go to the mic that's available. All right, so his question is, in terms of the gaming, please correct me if I'm wrong. Are we looking for a new gaming solution, or are we just looking for the rewards element side, right? it can be a combination of both, right? So if you can create a game within this period that has embedded rewards and gamification and all those things, that will be great. But also at the same time, within that category, you have to look into things. Some people might just strictly focus on how do we get people into the sport? How do we get people into the rewards element of things? How do you get people, just to entice them to play a little bit more or to be interested in this space? But if you really want to match the two together, you can by all means go ahead. It will be nice to actually see a game that is fusing the two, but that does not necessarily, obviously it goes a bit what exactly is it doing, but it will be nice to see some things in that.
So just to add on that, so always remember the crux of the problem on that one is lowering the barrier to access. May it be, the high cost in terms of being able to access, gaming, but then also the reward system. So as long as it addresses those two, it doesn't matter what form it is, may it be a game or a platform.
Yeah, so with that as well, obviously we're not expecting you to be developing a new high-end esport game. It could be 2D. You could look into that as well. Any other questions? My brother, I see you scratching your head. Are you fine? All right.
It's just itchy,
do you have any questions from the teams online? If there are any questions from the teams online, can we please just also address them as well? All right, Skinny, if you can take a mic and just read out the questions, if they're there.
Is it on? Okay, no, it's actually not a question, but it's more like I wish I could be there. It hurts to pass up on the food.
On the food?
Yes.
Don't worry, just tell the person in answering the question, we'll take photos and we'll send them through.
And one more, saying, Luke says, I'm so excited for this gaming challenge. So yeah.
Nice. We're definitely also excited to seeing the solution. So maybe just any other questions regarding the challenges? Is there anyone here who still needs to be matched with a team? For some odd reason, maybe your teammates dumped you in the last minute. Is there anyone who needs to be matched? You're all good. Is there any team that is open to taking in 1 or 2 people? Okay, noted. Anyone else? Or you don't want to spread, you want to share the breakdown the money? Hey, guys. All right, cool. So just maybe a breakdown of how the... It's a tricky question to answer considering that December is around the corner. All right, so the 100K is your participation in the hackathon, right? The weekend that you spent, but obviously you will then look into, out of that, how much of it are you then contributing to your idea and to your business, right? One of the things that is key here is that once you've won one of those 6 teams, you have to make sure that your business is registered. Right, that is going to be very important. So that's one of the things that our slave is here to even assist with. You have to make sure that your business is registered. So you do have that time frame to make sure that it's registered. You do have a business account, right? And then that's when the money will then be transferred to you. All right, are we clear on that part? All right. All right, so we'll ask the teams. What's going to be very important is you need to let us know. Sorry? Oh, okay. So he's asking if a teammate drops out, are we able to replace them? Right? We need to know those things, that someone has dropped out. We need to know who are you replacing them with, because we have to keep track of everything that's going on. right? There is an individual there. Maybe you can just try to work out the wall of negotiations and see if you guys match. If not, please just engage with us. One more thing, you'll see that there are people walking around with t-shirts written, Ask a Gig. You've noticed, right? So that's the crew for the weekend, and they'll be assisting you guys with anything, well, almost anything that you might need. So if you need help with, there's something you want clarity on, they can assist you. If you need help with navigating the space, there's those things that they can ask you. So they've got t-shirts written at the back, Ask a Geek, right? So just pay attention to those t-shirts, and they'll be able to assist you guys. Right, anyone else got any questions regarding the hackathon weekend? So what we're gonna do next is you guys are gonna introduce yourselves as teams, right? You're gonna just come up to the mic, introduce yourself as a team. This is who we are, and this is what we're working on, or just to basically tell us a little bit about what you're planning on working on. And then we're gonna soon have dinner. And when it comes to the hacking, we'll allocate spaces. We'll show you where the spaces are. And then you guys can just start setting yourself up in the space. It won't necessarily be here, right? So you don't all have to be here. There's designated spaces where you can go into. There's also the sleeping, the napping areas that will also show you where they are. If you want to rest, please don't rest before 12 o'clock, because I'm dying just to take a photo of someone. Right, if you don't believe that part, please just go through previous hackathons. We've got lots of archives of people sleeping. There are some of myself sleeping at a hackathon, so it does happen. Right, so tonight it's really all about starting with the hackathon. It's all about continuing with your ideas. If you're continuing, it's about starting. It's about asking the relevant questions that you might have. By all means, try not to jump into code if you haven't started. Make sure you unpack the idea. Make sure that you unpack the challenge and you fully understand, right? Communication will still happen through Slack, right? So we've also created a channel on Slack for those that are virtual, right? So information will be shared there, so they are updated in terms of what's going on. Yes, we definitely do have sport prizes throughout the weekend, just to keep, the spirit going. And later on at night, midnight, we're gonna just let the Red Bulls out as well. Just to keep you guys going. There's coffee, there's definitely food, one of my favorite parts of hackathons. So yeah, any questions? Are you guys ready? All right, so the next part is really about introducing yourself as a team. It could be an individual who comes up, it could be the whole team who comes up, preferably an individual. Let's by all means try to take care of ourselves where you can. Put on your mask, sanitize. There's quite a number of sanitization stations there. Please just throughout sanitize. In the next few days, we'll be taking temperatures as we go. We just want to make sure that everybody is well looked after. Yes, sir.
I just have a question, right?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. In terms of the topics, do we have, is it finalized, whatever you've got, you stick with it? Or can we move across a topic if we have a change of heart?
Please don't have a change of heart. It's been a long week. Look,
Having a change of heart.
so let's engage with the team. Let's see what we can do. I really hope it's not all of you guys that are changing.
No, the team together as a team, we want to do something different. Not
Yes,
each
sir. I
team
mean the
member
sector. I hope it's not everybody that's going to be changing sectors. For example, ed tech and fintech are literally full. And the reason why we say full is we want to manage the judging process on Sunday, right? Because there's time allocated for the judging process. And if we have a lot of teams, it means even if the others are done, we can't go to the next round, right? We can't continue. So we're trying to just balance everything. And it's only fair that, there's at least minimum 6 six teams per sector. It just makes it nicely balanced. So look, let's talk. I really hope it's not everybody. If we say no, please. We've been saying no to quite a lot of people, but you also need to give us a reason as to why. A really proper reason as to why.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. All right. So we're gonna then introduce you guys are gonna introduce yourselves, and then we're gonna go have dinner, right? And then after having dinner, you can just continue working on your ideas. And then there's a submission period around about 12 or later on. Please be mindful of that. Be mindful of notifications and announcements that will be coming through. And then tomorrow, there are showers. Maybe can I just get someone from 22 just to direct us in terms of the... Okay, please can I have...
Maklasa, you know where the showers are? Okay. The showers are on this wing. So you turn right. There are 8 showers in total, 4 female and 4 male. But up here on this, you see where I am, north, south, wherever, this side on the right, there are 6. So 3 male, 3 females. And then downstairs by the basement, there are 2, 1 male, 1 female. So in total, we have 8 showers.
All right. So yeah, you got that. We'll direct you guys. And then the nap area.
Nap area is upstairs. Yeah.
All right. So you go up here. Nap area. I hope there's no one who's wants to nap now. But nap area is gonna be upstairs. And then there's a question from T. He just looked at my stomach and he asked if the gym is open for everyone. I'm not sure what he's trying to say, but
I think we can discuss that after. We need to ask the person in charge to see.
All right. So guys, you can gym with the code, and yeah, I don't know why this guy wants me to go to gym, but all right. So as I said, tomorrow morning you can go into the showers, freshen up. We're gonna have breakfast. Then we're gonna have state of the hackathon, and then there's gonna be some breakaway sessions. So when it comes to the breakaway sessions, we've got 3 parallel breakaway sessions happening. Workshops, right? So this is also for those online. 3 of them. Split your team members, right? So at least each team member gets some bit of content from the different sessions, right? From the different workshops, split them, and then so you can just gain a bit of that knowledge. Yes, Mr. Ngonyama says if there's 2 in a team, prioritize the 2 important workshops for you. Cool. I don't want to talk any further if there are no more questions. Right, we're gonna just do a bit of team introduction. So please step up to the mic. Everybody's gonna do it. All the teams are gonna introduce yourselves. We really wanna know who you are and what you intend on working on.
Hi again, everyone. My name is Wilson. I'm from the team Think Code. I'm here with Isa and Pete. Those are my teammates, and we're going to be working on the fintech sector. Thank you.
All right. So maybe for the sake of from streaming, just advise that can we use one mic so that it's the... Sorry? All right.
Afternoon, everyone. My name is Gabriel, and I'm in a team with Mbuso over there. Our team name is Everlectron, and we would like to solve the smart homes challenge.
Don't be shy of the mic, guys. Speak loud. so we can hear you.
Hi guys, I'm Shraddha and that's my teammate Hitesh, sorry. And we're part of the ISS challenge and I'm probably going to be the first one to sleep because I've had a long flight from Durban and I had an exam last night. But fortunately it's helped me think about the solution and I'm hoping to create a digitally ethical solution in marketing. Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you, Shraddha. I did apologize in advance. So yeah.
All right, so good evening, everyone. For the colleagues who are joining in live on the stream, we'll be sending you a link shortly so that we can just project you here and then you get to introduce your team.
Don't be shy. Please, can we introduce the teams?
Hi guys, my name is Jerry. I'm also known as the Black Cat. I'm here with my team at Science, Trevor over there, John Mamba over there. Our solution is in the OTT category and we are presenting an audiovisual music streaming app. So yeah.
Nice.
Hi everyone, my name is Tisetso. I'm with Mpho over there, the blonde guy. So I'm Team Rakoda. We're going to be working on EdTech.
Evening, my name is Tumelo Waloi and my team is Team K0 and we'll be working on bringing fun back into cybersecurity. So just in case your devices malfunction this weekend.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Levi, and my teammate Terry. We are from the Kazuma Foundation, and we will be working on the EdTech sector.
Sanbona Ikamang Spiwe, I'm with MJ. We were supposed to be Fantastic Four, but we are clearly Fantastic for the two. And we're going to be working in the gaming space. Sebo.
Evening, everyone. My name is George. I'm from Team Technoholics. We're in the smart homes, so we're looking at coming up with some smart solutions in smart homes.
Hello, I'm Brandon, and I'm with my teammate Ricardo here. We are with the team Beat Culture, and we'll be working on the ISS sector. Thank you.
Good evening, guys. Speaking before you is from Nova Genie. I've got my team there, my executives. We'll be working on automating your cooking, hopefully. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Whoop, whoop. My name is Mangaliso. I'm here with my team, Team Pizza Party. Yeah, we're working on the OTT sector. Yeah, over the top media. Yeah, that's our sector.
Teams?
You're welcome to call me Buddy Walker. I represent BW3D Game Studios, and we are working on a gaming solution.
Hello everyone, I'm Titi Marote and I'm part of Team The Preservers, and we are working on an EdTech solution.
Hello everyone, my name is Alpha. My team member is Goke today, and we are AK Gamers. We're gonna be working on gaming.
Hi, the name is Shami. I represent Team Guaf, and then we'll be working on the internet solutions problem. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Simpiwe Nkabinde, and I'm from Team Technical Butterflies. I'm with Carol, Christine, and Naomi, and we're working on the EdTech solution.
My name is Tebol Khalo. I'm with Olani UBC. Our team name, Vision E, and our solution will be around financial technology. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Tabo. I'm with the team Touch Africa. One of my team members are currently on offline, so I have to get a new team member. But yeah, I'm quite pleased to be here. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Kundo Prosper, and I'm with Team Cornish. My teammate is Solomon, but anyone who want to join the team is allowed to join.
So there's 3 workspaces. There's one upstairs, so you just have to use the stairs. And on your left, you just go straight, and then you'll see the open area on your left. After you going straight, then there's just one just here behind the banner, and then there's this atrium. So those that would like to work upstairs will just let me know, and then we'll direct them there. And then after here, set up the site. And there's plugs as well if any teams need those. Thank you.
So did you guys get the spaces where she mentioned? All right, so there is some sort of cabling sorted for those who forgot the multi-plugs. There's obviously Wi-Fi connected, and you'll be ready to just start hacking through it. We've got the teams virtually. We just want to quickly give them an opportunity to introduce themselves as well. Are they connected? So I have a request as well. I'm hearing some of the teams are the numbers are not what we had. So if you said you were 2 and now you are 4, please notify us. If you were 4 and now you are 2, please notify us. We need to make sure that we keep tabs of everything in terms of how the teams are balanced, okay? Yeah, so please just notify us so we can sort it out and make sure that there is a balance throughout the weekend. Is there anyone else who came to the hackathon who's outside Gauteng besides Shraddha? Who came straight out to the hackathon? Where are you from, gents? You from Durban? Nice, man. Welcome. From Limpopo, Tanin. Are you from home? Nice. All right, that's cool. Guys, we highly appreciate that. Welcome. And those that are virtual, are we winning with the teams virtually? All right, so I'll just quickly check who said what on Twitter.
Panda kwa apantana pa kolo zopat linga zokulinga mnando pandelinga neza panda kwa apantana pa.
Cool, so we've got the first team that's ready to introduce themselves. Rams, are you there? Rams? Feels like a Zoom meeting. Can you hear me? Just check if you are not on mute.
Then can you, needed him to show that, but it's fine. We'll do some Rams, and then Luke, be on standby. We'll come to you next. All right, Rams.
All right, while we wait for Rams, I see the tweets coming through.
Rams, are you ready?
Ready.
Rams, please go ahead.
Hi there, everybody. So my name is Monashe Magidi, and my teammate is Ramokebe Tamahe, who also goes by Rams. And we're going to be entering the hackathon in the gaming solution.
Luke, you're on mute. We'll come back to you just now. We're just also sorting out something.
Cool, no problem.
Look, they're asking if you are good to go.
Yeah, good to go.
Okay, cool. They're just pinning you. There you are. Go on.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Luke Draper. I'll be hacking in the gameathon, well, the gamification track with my partner Hannah Blair, and we go by Night Owl Studio. So it's going to be really cool to come up with an immersive tech kind of solution for that.
You were saying, but just give us a
Awesome. Cool. Great.
While we wait for Luke, could I please just have the mentors that are present, just to please come up on stage? The mentors that are present, please just come up on stage so they can just get to know you, and then you can just do a bit of an introduction. Look, we still got you, man. We still got you. Please raise your hand if you can hear us. Right. Yes, please go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Hloni Pile, but you can call me Hloni. I am from Telkom BCX and I'm a business analyst. Also do have background in a lot of software development projects, so I'll be very happy to assist where I can. Thank you.
All right, so the mentors will be, some of the mentors are coming through tomorrow. So they'll be there to help you guys. But also there is a channel on Slack if you still need some guidance there.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Satoli Setla, and I'm a software developer at ABSA. And I'm very happy to be here with everyone here today because hackathons are one of the platforms that actually gave me so much opportunities in my career. And I'm just looking forward to actually assist everyone that's going to be here today, share all the knowledge, and just assist everyone. Thank you very much.
All right, so with Tato, this is an example of what hackathons are all about. It's about taking part in hackathons, then exiting hackathons, and supporting those that are now taking part. All right, do we have... if there are any other mentors sitting, please would like to get to know you guys and let us know your focus areas.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tembi Mafunda. I'm from Telkom Future Makers under the Enterprise Applied Development, and I'm looking forward in assisting you guys where I can. And yeah, good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Please don't go yet. Do you mind just sharing with us in terms of where is going to be your more focus areas or your speciality?
No, I'm not good with this.
Putting you on the spot, sorry about that.
Basically, with my experience, I wouldn't say specifically whether gaming or fintech, but with the experience that I have, I think I could add a thing or two in every solution.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so please do reach out to the... Thank you very much. All right. Kile. Is Kile here? All right, so Akile is coming through. So, well, we do have mentors that are also virtually available tonight. So we have Dr. Paul Mumbagata and a whole range of other different mentors that are available on Slack. So for those that are virtual, don't feel you'll be left out. There are mentors that will be assisting you guys throughout the weekend.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kele Khadi. I'm from Telkom. I'm a solution architect there.
All right, welcome. All right, thank you. All right, so I'll also be a mentor. Please don't ask me about code or technical. Let's break down the business side of things. And for those who haven't been to hackathons, I really like ripping ideas apart. So yeah, it's very important that we interact as soon as possible so that we can at least make sure that you're in the right direction. Instead of tomorrow, then we rip your idea apart. Once again, I apologize in advance. But yeah, and then I think we're ready for Luke. All right, Luke. Advance. But yeah, and then. All right, Luke.
Yeah, hi, how you doing? Hello?
Hi, Luke. I just have to mute you again.
Go on, look. Go on, look.
Introduction, yeah? Cool, hi, so I'm Luke Draper, I'm a game developer, my partner is Hannah Blair. We'll be working together in the gaming track, and we work under the title Night Owl Studio. So it's going to be really cool to have an immersive kind of AR solution that we can see how we can develop in that kind of field.
All right, thanks, Luke. All right, so then we've got Clebo from Western Cape as well.
Clebo, please come on. Clebo, unmute yourself and come on. Clebo. Okay. Oh, okay. Go on, Clebo. Can't hear you.
Clebo, are you ready to go?
Okay, Clebo, can't hear you. Let's go to Innocent. Innocent, please prepare to come on. Innocent. Innocent, yes. Innocent, can you unmute yourself?
You good to go?
Hello, guys.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, all right. Yes. My name is from Team and
All right, thank you, man. We're struggling a bit there to hear you, but it's great to see you that you're also taking part in the hackathon. All right, welcome. Yeah, you won't see my wing, but yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, can you hear me?
At the bottom.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So my name is and I'm working with my partner Diketo Seto in the OTT Media Services Challenge. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, really interesting how we're looking at managing new technologies around the OTT, and just studying the trends to see how we can come up with innovative solutions that also, in a sense, protect both involved users and also there's mutual benefits as well. So interesting stuff coming up. The team is Chichiboya, sorry. The team is Chichiboya.
Thanks for the heads up, bro. Yeah, welcome to Team Chichiboy and all the best.
Okay.
All right, so I was just testing my practice skills this weekend. So he's just getting ready to practice his skill set. So please do grab yourself a Red Bull at the back. Anyone else? Trophy? Trophy, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead and introduce yourself, your team, and what you're working for, what you're working on.
Hi, my name is Mr. Kofi. From Team Chichiboya. I'll be working with my partner, Adikate Seto. We'll be working in the OTT media services sector. So really interesting stuff coming up. I can't really say much, but yeah,
Zimvo, get ready.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, man. Welcome. All right, so then you've got Linda on Twitter. So much caring like it's a set. Busy taking yourself, thanks back there. Please grab yourself something to drink. Red Bull.
Zimvo?
I've got Zimvo in here.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Hi, Zimvo. Please introduce yourself, your team, and what you'll be working on.
Let's go on.
Yeah, switch on my. Hello everyone, I'm Zimvo. So my team is Deboho, Obakeng, and Nosimo. We are 3 developers in the business, someone on the business side. Our solution is on the fintech, so we're striking on on-demand retail market in the fintech sector.
Awesome stuff. Welcome and all the best to your team as well. All right,
Albina.
I will be closing in a minute.
Last one, Albina.
Albina, how are you, Albina? Albina, how are you doing?
Albina, you are on mute.
All right, while we try to get on, to those that came slightly after we had started, the teams introduced themselves. So if your team hasn't introduced themselves, please just do step up to the mic and quickly just maybe introduce yourself. And we are about to start very soon. Well, we've started, but we're about to start the next session. Albina? All right, is there anyone on the floor who hasn't introduced their team? Please don't come through, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, sorry about that. So we're Locate Lifecycle of a Kid in Tech, and we're gonna primarily focus on EdTech. And that's about it.
Awesome. All right, I saw a gentleman that side standing. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. All right, so now comes the next part. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this part. We're about to go and grab food. All right, can I please ask Carmen to come and maybe let us know how we're gonna work? I'm catching her off guard.
Hello, everybody. So we have dinner,
in your goodie bags, your Telkom goodie bags, you'll notice that there's vouchers in there. Okay, so in those goodie bags, there's a pack of vouchers. Right on top, you'll see dinner. Please, when you collect your dinner, just give them those vouchers. Okay. Does everybody know? Does everybody have a goodie bag? Is there anybody that doesn't have a goodie bag? If you don't have a goodie bag, please get one at the registration, and then you'll find the voucher in there. If you can't find your vouchers, please let me know as well. Thank you. Okay, they've asked me to just explain the voucher system throughout the weekend. So what will happen is, tonight we have dinner. At midnight, we have a snack. So because you guys will be hacking away, you'll have a snack, and we'll also have Red Bulls for you. Tomorrow morning, you wake up to breakfast, and then you'll give the voucher for breakfast. We have a exciting challenge for you guys, other than hacking, where you can do a cycle blend. So that is somebody that's coming through with a bike, and you can ride the bike to get a smoothie. So your smoothie voucher is in there as well. Well, we thought that it would be something different compared to just being on your laptops the whole time. So please do get involved in that, and you can get your smoothie. So that's going to be your snack for the morning and afternoon. Then you have lunch, where again you'll give them the voucher for that. So we thought that it would be fun for you guys to look to the future. So we went a day ahead of what you actually see on your vouchers. So just go with it. Okay. He's okay. Just some more fun for you guys. Okay. Then we have, oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Then, yes, lunch, and then followed by that we have dinner tomorrow evening, which is a bride dinner. So we hope you guys will enjoy that too. Sunday morning you'll wake up to breakfast again, and then you'll have a snack before you get really into it. In order for you, whichever group is going to win the final prizes, 6 of them, and then you'll have lunch. So please do look for your vouchers, keep them with you, and we will be so glad if all of you can just give them when you get to the cafe area. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm not sure how I feel. First was Yanni saying there's a gym, and now there's, if you want a smoothie, you have to cycle. There's a conspiracy against some of us, but anyway, it's all good. All right, cool. So now we're just gonna grab the food, but we would just like our delegates to please head over and grab something as well. And also the mentors, please lead the way so that the rest of the teams can also come through. For the rest, we're gonna go grab something now. Please do follow Mr. Zito. He will direct you. All right, so as mentioned, if you wanna request songs, GK Hack playlist, hashtag GK Hack playlist, and then you'll be able to get your songs played. All right, for the teams, please just hold on a bit. So sorry, guys. Maybe just one more thing. When it comes to the working space, Matlati did explain where it is. Now is a good time to start scouting. We don't have anyone allocated anywhere. So please just, you can scout. But let's do dinner. You guys are not hungry? Okay.
Siyathandana bazamile usohlukanisa uhluleka abaphansi bavumile ukuba sifanelene thina sobabini masikunye iyajabula jabula sonwabile siyathandana bazamile usohlukanisa uhluleka abaphansi bavumile ukuba sifanelene thina sobabini masikunye iyajabula jabula uyabona mahlangene impilo iba mnandi uzaduze kuyisithandwa sami sandiphuze uyabona mahlangene impilo iba mnandi uzaduze kuyisithandwa sami sandiphuze masibe happy masibe happy masibe kunye 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 Can you still dream and see? Do you remember how long it has been? Do you understand otherwise that life needs you to sacrifice something? Do you still feel that fire that burnt in your soul? Or has it been blown by the wind? Blown by the wind and gone. Taken away from you. Blown by the wind. Blown by the wind and gone. Would you bring me back the life that was blown by the wind and gone? Would you bring me back that life that's blown by the wind and gone? Wake my spirit, wake the spirit in my life, wake the spirit in my life, bring the heat in my life, bring the heat in my life. I wanna know my soul, I wanna know my soul, feel my soul, feel the touch of my soul. Wake the spirit in my life, wake it, wake it, wake it, bring the heat in my life, bring the heat in my life. Know my soul, know my soul. My soul, my life. Trouble, would you get off my back? Get off my back. Trouble, please, would you get off my back? Would you get off my back? Struggle, would you get off my back? Would you get off my back? Struggle, would you get off my neck? Would you get off my neck? Sickness, would you get off my health? Would you get off my health? Sickness, would you get off my health? Would you get off my health? Trying to find my soul.
It was the truth. I am Meshongowini, the CEO of the Torch.
So important to wait for every day and everyone in your life. That's why I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for everything and everyone in my life. That's why I'm saying I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful cause you're. Oh, I'm so grateful for you. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you. Oh, I'm so thankful for you. Oh, I'm so thankful for you. And every little thing you do for me. I'm so grateful for you. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful cause you're. Oh, I'm so grateful for you. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you. Lord, I'm so thankful for you. Oh, I'm so thankful for you. And every little thing you do for me. I'm so grateful for you. Yeah, it's so important to be grateful for every day and everyone in your life. That's why I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for every day and everyone in my life. That's why I'm saying I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful cause you're. Oh, I'm so grateful for you. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you. Oh, I'm so thankful for you. Oh, I'm so thankful for you. And every little thing that you do for me. I'm so grateful for you.